Hello everyone, I'm Sida. Today I'm going to talk about my research topic, which is global warming. I have written a research paper previously, but this is a video version of my presentation. I will explain this issue by using charts, images, and bullet points. Some of information comes from my research paper. Nonetheless, I have something new to share with you guys. Okay, what is global warming? I think most of you guys heard this term before, because this issue is now becoming a critical issue in the world. Here is the definition of global warming. Global warming is the rise in the average temperature of Earth's atmosphere and oceans since the late 19th century and its projected continuation. Here is a chart showing the change of global temperature from 1880s to 2000. We can see that the average global temperature has increased a lot, so no one could deny that the Earth is getting warmer. Maybe some of you guys would say that this is a normal climate change. Okay, let's go back to this history of Earth's climate. As I have learned from the textbook, here we go. This is a big picture examination of the Earth's climate. The Earth was formed around 4.6 billion years ago and was originally very hot. However, the sun's energy output was only 70% of what it is presently. Liquid water was present on the surface around 4.3 billion years ago. The first life form appeared about 3.8 billion years ago. Photosynthesis began 3.5 to 2.5 billion years ago, which produced oxygen and removed carbon dioxide and methane, which are greenhouse gases, from the atmosphere. As a result, the Earth went through a period of cooling, commonly referred to as snowball Earth, and subsequent warming. Earth began its current cycle of glacial and interglacial period around 3 million years ago. Now, we have a big picture of how climate changed in the Earth's history, but we are not talking about the climate change. It is very different. There is a difference between climate change and global warming. Actually, global warming is the increase of the Earth's average surface temperature due to a buildup of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. But in contrast, climate change is a broader term that refers to long-term change in the climate, including average temperature and precipitation. Now we have the idea of global warming was not a normal climate change, but what causes global warming. Here are some factors that are responsible for global warming. Some of you guys might not familiar with this chemical element, but we can conclude them into three parts. This kind of greenhouse gases generated by household, agriculture, industrial activities, transportation, and production. Here is a chart showing the global warming emissions by economic factors. As we can see, most of global warming emissions made by energy supply and agriculture and industries. Those are the main factors. Okay, among these factors, the main factor was carbon dioxide emission. As we can see here, the total carbon emission had a dramatic increase from 1750 to 2000. How this happened? Well, 40% of US greenhouse gas emission come from households, including vehicles, home heating, and electricity. As a Chinese student, I would say that some developing country like China is responsible for this issue. Even though Chinese government has promised that they will reduce the carbon emission for 30% in the following 10 years, but the total emission will still increasing in the following years. Well, let's see what will happen if the global warming occurred. First of all, increase in sea level, increase the temperatures. Some extreme weather will appear in the earth. There is also a habitat damage and species affected by the global warming. As the example I have used in my research paper, polar bears is losing their home due to the melting glaciers. Okay, here is something new I want to share with you guys, is the change in water supply due to the global warming effect. Actually, I didn't mention this issue in my research paper, but I was inspired by the textbook. We talked about the water resource in Tucson, Arizona, in the last chapter, which is chapter 13. So I have learned that the water resource issue is now become the critical issue in the world. Here are two pictures I got. Here are two pictures. I got them from internet. The first one is the Colorado River in Arizona in June 2002, and the following picture was in the same spot, but in the December 2003. We can see that the total water volume has decreased a lot. Okay, here is something we can do about this issue. First, I think government should replace some traditional power station by wind power and solar power, which we call clean power. And for the owner of the company and scientists, I think they should develop more fuel efficiency and hybrid cars. For us, I think what we can do is to change our daily habit. For example, we should turn off the light after we leave the room, or we should use energy saving lights instead of traditional lights. By doing this, I think the global warming effect will be controlled and reduced in the following years. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching my presentation. Thank you.